Okay, so we go to the login section and we click on login with MetaMask button and we are in. So in here you have two kind of tickets, a generated ticket and a purchase ticket. A generated ticket is simply generating a random ticket which is not yours yet because this ticket have to have certain characteristics to be a useful ticket. Or and you have the purchase ticket which is yours itself right in the moment you click in on here. What is the difference? That this is cheaper than this, and the idea is if you feel lucky you can directly buy a random ticket and the MetaMask pop-up is going to appear. We are going to confirm the transaction and there it is, confirmed. So we have to, once it's confirmed, we have to wait for the oracles to act and give us random numbers, which is going to be transformed to another form of a random number, which is safer, which is explained on here on the landing page. And there it is. Our ticket is not a Lucky7 ticket. A Lucky7 ticket is a winner ticket. What is a Lucky7 ticket? First, you go to this number, position. And with position, you have to go to current game. In current game, you have the positions, the Lucky7 numbers. These Lucky7 numbers are numbers which are set up at the beginning of a game. They are set by the users, which I'm going to show you later how it works. And this is the section where are the Lucky7 tickets, which are the winner tickets indeed. These Lucky7 tickets are the which have the lower difference, lower distance, in a way to say it, to one of these Lucky7 numbers. There is no other ticket which is closer to this number rather than this, and this is the difference. The lower the difference you have, the greater the price is yours. So we can order them. This is the lower difference, which is H numbers, and this is the price for this guy, which is the same because I'm been playing with the same account all the time. This Lucky7 tickets, in this case, position is 7. This is our ticket with a difference of 5, which have 9 numbers of length, for saying away, and these have only 8. Oh, there it is. In this position, so it's not enough to be a Lucky7 ticket. This Lucky7 ticket, this ticket with this value, is formed through a pseudo random number generated I mentioned previously, that is explained on here. You have it, sorry, that's for later, but it's explained on there, and uses two random numbers like as entropy source. First comes from rhombus oracle and the second one comes from probable oracle. I take them both, I formulate an API call to Wolfram API, which is basically a basic operation of models and modulos and divisions and subtractions, and that's all. It's pretty simple. You can check the value of your ticket in this section called ticket validator, where I show you that you can choose whatever number you want, or you can, I don't know, if you want to check your purchase ticket, if is indeed this value. That's the idea of behind of this Lucky7 ticket work. You have these 3 proof authenticity uh, stored on blockchain. The first is the first number where we know where it comes from. It comes from Rhombus Oracle. The second one comes from probable Oracle, but I wasn't comfortable with the idea of leaving the responsibility of being the entropy source to only one Oracle. So I preferred a design when I use two of them. I use two of them, then I pass them to a pseudo random number generator. I mentioned, I told you, it is explained on here, and um, something I like to call crowdwise logic, where if everyone works with the same purpose, everyone is going to win. I think it's that way. I think that the best part of being a blockchain developer or developing on blockchain, because nobody owns the server, nobody owns the core of the system, and to do that is not enough to have smart contracts deployed on a distributed network, because you can have some control over the system. Being on blockchain is not enough to being decentralized. So decisions like generating these numbers, these Lucky7 numbers, I told you that is going to be compared with your ticket and getting the difference and know if you are a winner. This have to be made by someone. Someone have to pull to click a button. So if it's only one person, how are we sure that this person is not tampering the results? Is not, I don't know. Is not. Is not. There's a lot of question behind this. So, and when you have to deliver the prices, because there have to be a winner, the winner expects to have a price. Which who is the one which delivers the prices? It can't be only one person, because you aren't sure if this person is going to deliver them prices. We know that this person can't have the prices of another person, because we have cryptography and security over blockchain, but if it's controlled only by one person, is still centralized. So there is, sorry, ticket validator. You can click on one of this and you have the same result, which is here. It's the same result. You can see the call to Wolfram, clicking on this link, and this is the way that the call to Wolfram through probable is made. I forget to mention that this is the string that is used by probable to generate this number. And why I'm doing this? Because you can generate these random numbers from our entropy source, and that's all. But anyway, anyone can, I don't know, can tamper these results. I'm not judging the oracle probable persons or rhombus. I don't know them, but it's still centralized if you choose only one entropy source. So if I use these two and combine them to use my random number generator, because it's kind of hatch. It's a numeric hatch. So if you have the two inputs, you can't know the output. You have to have them both, so this is a mutual responsibility. So you are dividing the responsibility of being the entropy source, and that's it. There you can check your numbers. I explained this this behavior of this pseudo random number generator on a paper I wrote, which you can read on here. And this paper is stored on IPFS, so it's stored forever and ever. And you can read how I discovered this pseudo random number generator in this article I wrote last year on September, when I when I was celebrating 2 years since I discovered this. This is kind of the first time that this comes to public, so thanks for being the first to try it. Uh, what else? Well, you have the game stats on here, the contract balance, because based on the contract balance is the calculations to have these prices, which are explained on the GitHub, on the GitHub um, README. Sorry. Here I explain. Here I explain the proportions of the prices, so you can calculate that. What else? You have a blocky, so you can be sure that you are going to deliver, going to see transaction from this contract, and you know it's from here and not another part. You have ticket stats per game because based on these numbers is going to be the final price. How how do we set up the final price is still to be explained. It's still soon to explain it. And here user is kind of a dashboard where you can see some sections. Most important ones are these two where you set a Lucky7 number of this game. This is a Lucky7 number. This is any user can do it, but it is controlled by a smart contract when the user can do it. If you see here, you can't even click on here. And based on this information, these buttons are going to be available. Why do a user will be doing this, setting a Lucky7 number or start a new game? Because the user is going to win a prize, basically. If you are the first one to click the start new game and your transaction is the first that's going to be mined and distributed over the network, you are going to win. Is I don't know if it's not much, but it's just clicking a button, which is going to give you a 10% of an either or serial Lucky7 number. There are this button have to be clicked 8 times to start a new Lucky7 number, a new Lucky7 play. Sorry. Um, you have these two. These two are used to set Lucky7 numbers or start a new game, but on a local blockchain, because setting a Lucky7 number requires to wait to this Lucky7 number to be generated the same way that these tickets are generated, with these two numbers and waiting and calling to probable and calling to Rhombus and calling again by probable to Wolfram and getting the number. But to avoid that, to not have to wait all that time 7 times for every game you are playing, you have this helper button, which is on a local. It recognizes it's a local blockchain and gives you the options to set the Lucky7 numbers. If we were on, I don't know, Rinkeby or Robsten, these two panels weren't going to be here because first you were not the owner, and if you are, the app recognizes that you are not on a public, or you are on a local blockchain and gives you this just for testing. These two options are not going to be on production because it will centralize the decision of deploying a new game and distributing the prices, which is not the way it thought. What else? Here you have the option to claim your price if you have one. If you clicked on this, or if you are a Lucky7 ticket. In my case, I have 3 prices waiting for me. We have to wait. There it is. And there is we have transaction hatch, so you can check if you want to. If you are on a local blockchain, you have to mount a block explorer. If you want to, you can check your transaction through this or using your traffic console and see that this price was delivered from this contract, this address, to your address. I integrated Ethereum Name services too because I like to I like the design web pages, and this is not comfortable for many users. I've been testing this project with people and make them using it, and it's still unclear the the significance of this cryptic number. I know what it is because I've been studying this for pretty much time, but for a, for a single human, it's not easy to understand. So what? Oh, you can register your name. You can check if your name, in my case, I don't know if you, in your case, this is going to be this is the top level domain that win because I choose this. I choose that. You can check if your name is available. The name is indeed available. You can. You have to sign. You have to sign. Wait for it. Wait for it. You have to sign a couple of times because you have to interact with the registrar, and you have to how it says you have to register your name on the NANS registry. You have to set your resolver for the registered name. You have to wait a minute. You have to set your address on the resolver, and finally you have to set the reverse resolver to go from an address, from a hexadecimal address to a named address like you are going to see right now. That's where, oh, that was fast. But you have now the options to look that now that you are registered. You have the options to look up for a name. For example, our name, because it's the only one that exists right now, and there is for this name is this address, and this names is set it because we have a reverse registrar, and you can copy an address and look up, and there it is, Matias Barrios, and there is. So when time have passed, when things have passed, and users have the option to start a new game, they have to click on here, and I'm going to explain you how they can.